I have a Bluetooth device. These are headphones. These are super out of date. They don't talk to the internet though. So if I need to get a firmware update, it has to talk to my phone. And my phone actually is the one that goes out to the internet and it gets an update and it downloads into the app. And finally the app says, hey, Bluetooth device, I have a firmware update available for you. And it passes down the packets and then this thing can reboot and it can monitor it, whatever. Here's the thing. I'm a hardware engineer. I don't know how to write apps. I never have. And I guarantee you, I never will.
Should I become an app developer? No.
What if we didn't have to have the phone in the loop here? There's no intelligence needed here. Instead, you can have something like a conduit. This is a Thingy 91X. This is one of the many gateways that's supported with Golioth Connectivity and our new Bluetooth support through Golioth Connectivity. And instead, this acts as a conduit up to the cloud. So now this Bluetooth device can be a device on the cloud. And this thing is actually just listening for firmware updates. So when there's a new firmware update available to its cohort, the conduit passes the packets down over its conduit down to the Bluetooth device because there's a new connection mechanism through here. And this is just acting as a gateway. This device can then get each of its packets and then it can do a firmware update. Let's go and watch Mike as he actually shows this in action.
I have a Ethernet BLE gateway here and a Bluetooth device on my desk. The device is running 1.0.0 and I'm about to upload 1.2.0. So if we look, here's our device, firmware event 1.0.0, and then I'm going to go to my awesome Teeks board. Teek is the name of the device, and I'm going to do a new deployment, and it's main, and it's going to do 1.2.0. So I'm going to start that deployment, and I want to go and look and see what we see on the device. So this is the device. I have another screen here that is the gateway, and we're just waiting for the device to announce again that it's ready for some updates. So there it's announcing, and it got the target hash, and it says that it wants to receive a new version of main 1.2.0. And let's see, I think we might be waiting again for the next. All right, here we go. Here's the next. Oh, and we're starting to download. Here's our chunks coming across. So the gateway went out and must have gone out and fetched the upload file. And let's see, offset 23605. How big is this file? Let's take a look here. So it's 377K. So we're 15% in here. Gotta wait a little bit longer. I do note that I have debug logging on, which is why this is so chatty. I actually did this once before already, and I didn't have any logging on, and I was sitting here thinking, what's going on? So this is a lot more instant gratification to see what's happening. Right, so we're a third of the way there. I might pause you while we go the rest of the way. All right, so we're just about to the end here. We're looking for 377. And I did go back and look, and we started at a timestamp of 2:15. So we were about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to download 813 bytes. Or maybe that's plus 54, close enough anyway. All right, so this device that I have is doing USB CDC, so it's software USB. So we don't see what's happening, but I would guess that the device is in MCU boot right now. Rebooted in MCU boot, and it checks the hash and then swaps the images. So we're just waiting for that swap function to happen, and then we should see it come back up. All right, so it's running again, and here we are at, where's our version string? Did I miss it? Here we go, version 1.2.0, which is what we put on. And then I think we haven't checked in with the gateway yet, but if we do check in with the gateway, we can go back to our device, and yeah, it did report, so 1.2.0. So we just updated this Bluetooth OTA using a Golioth managed gateway. All right, awesome stuff. See ya.